11 people are about to make history, attempting a journey that's never been done before.
I didn't come on this expedition to be pushed.
With no expedition experience, they're going to journey an incredible 1,500 kilometers across Africa. And they're all disabled. Richie was born without arms. Kim has cerebral palsy. Paraplegics Heidi and Kate are in wheelchairs.
I'm paralysed from the waist down. I cannot have somebody sitting on my fucking lap.
Sophie has achondroplasia.
Oh, my feet are feeling it a bit.
Cholton, Tim, and Georgie all lost limbs in horrific accidents.
My stump is swollen. Just give me some water.
Pam and Mark are deaf.
I don't hear anything without my hearing aid.
And Pete has Tourette's.
I think I'm normal. I think everyone else is mad. But there you go.
They'll cross mosquito-infested swamplands, come face to face with wild animals, endure the scorching heat of the world's oldest desert, and climb mountainous sand dunes. Not all of them will make it.
I want to go home. I've had enough.
Come on, we are a team. We will not be bloody beaten by this country.
But every one of them accepts the challenge to push themselves beyond the boundaries of their disability and change the perception of others. Last time, the group took on the mighty Zambezi River.
Oh shit, we're going too far fucking left!
And the steaming swamps of East Namibia. The heat finally proved too much for Pam.
Stay with us, stay with us.
And she had to pull out. A few days later, the worsening conditions proved too much for Richie.
Unfortunately, I've decided to call it a day and go home.
The ever-present danger of wild animals and debilitating heat took its toll.
What do I gotta say?
No, you fucking pull, okay? And keep pulling.
After 3 weeks and over 1,000 kilometers, Heidi was forced to leave.
I don't want to go. I want to finish this. I want to see the Skeleton Coast.
Day 25. The team are in the heart of the Namib Desert, preparing for the final leg of their extraordinary journey. But between them and their goal lie the mountainous sand dunes of the Skeleton Coast. 30 kilometers of soft, shifting sand, a feat no groups ever attempted before. To help them, the team have enlisted local experts, the Himba. Before they set off, Dr. Muckle has his routine morning surgery. For leg amputee Georgie, the diagnosis isn't good. For the last week, her stump's been rubbed raw and the skin reduced to an infectious open sore.
You know the seriousness of this for you?
Not really, no. It's not ever happened to me before.
Okay, well, that could get worse. I mean, as I said, if we're back at home, what you do is you take a few days off and not have your leg on, and that would heal over.
Yeah.
But if we've got to carry on putting weight on it, then the chance that that could worsen is significant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, this has quite significant implications.
Okay. Well, there's nothing else. I mean, I can't. I've got to just go on walking on it and do what I can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's yeah. So see how you go, but don't go till it's so sore that you're just going to break down. You know.
Yeah.
Bring it to my attention before. It is going to be sore. It's unavoidable. But if you let it go too long, then there may not be any option.
Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll check how much it's oozing, all that sort of stuff as well. Thank you.
Georgie, 41, is a corporate lawyer for a pharmaceutical company. As a small child, she lost her leg in a horrifying accident.
I lost my left foot when it became trapped in an escalator when I was out shopping with my mother on the New Year's Day. They tried for an hour to save my leg, but were unable to do so and had to take it out of the escalator, and it was subsequently amputated in hospital. Keeping trim is part of looking good, but it is also very important, I think, if you're an amputee. If I'm carrying extra weight, I don't walk as well. If my weight fluctuates, it always goes on and off my stump first, or it's more noticeable on my stump first, so my artificial limb doesn't fit as well. I do very much enjoy looking as good as I can. It could well be an overcompensation. You know, having a stump is not beautiful. I was unable to wear a lot of the shoes that I wanted to wear when I was growing up because the artificial legs, the prostheses, had not developed to the stage that they have now, where really now a total range of shoes are open to me. There's almost nothing I can't wear. I love quirky shoes a little bit different. Adore high heels. I'm quite tall anyway, but if I can get another 3 or 4 inches on my height, I'm more than happy.
Georgie is now forced to walk on crutches for the first time.
I've been an amputee for 38 years and I've never been in this position before. Except, I mean, I've bought crutches when I've had the couple of follow-up operations on my stump, but you have if you lose a leg as a child, and I've been on crutches a little bit then, but not much. But apart from that, I mean, I've never ever used crutches in 38 years, and here I am. But there you go. It'll be an experience, and I'm sure it'll teach me something.
All right.
Great, okay, keep an eye on those.
Have a go, using crutches to walk like this is quite hard work, particularly the distances we're going to be doing. So, you know, you're going to have very sore arms, shoulders, elbows, and of course the leg is going to carry on hurting, so it's going to be a difficult, sore day. I hope it goes well for her.
Okay, let's do this thing, man.
Today, the team must cover 20 kilometres in the Namib Desert to reach the dunes of the Skeleton Coast. It's already 35 degrees, the ground loose and unforgiving. After 2 kilometres, the pain is just too much for Georgie and she discards her prosthetic leg.
I can't do it with it on. It hurts. As every step is it doesn't stay stable, you see, the leg comes on and off. And every time it does that, it exacerbates the sore.
We're reaching a critical point for her. We've got to go up these dunes. It's hard to see how she's going to make it on 2 crutches and 1 leg. This afternoon's going to tell us how we do.
After 3 kilometres, expedition leader Ken Hames suddenly stops the group.
This is about beyond boundaries where you're just about to cross a pretty major one here. It's only marked by a few ore drums. But on the other side of here is a place where no expedition has ever trod. Ever, bar none. Now, it doesn't look like the terrain changes very much, but it does. It does, pretty soon. So I think it's good to reflect for a while on how privileged we are to walk in here. Try and raise our game because we're going to have to.
Before they enter into the unknown, the team rest. But rather than raise their game, they once again begin to argue.
I'm just asking a question. No, don't go and do something else.
That is for the group to decide.
No, no. So, Sultan, just stick on this point.
No, I'm trying to explain, Peter. Listen.
Okay.
Do you want to stop up 15k? Yes or no? Right. The only reason why I said 15k was so it's all about time. So we can get to base at a good time.
They've completely fragmented as a group. The worst part of it is they're at a stage where they're actually not hearing each other's points of view anymore. They're just reiterating what they want to say.
I mean, some people are going to get pissed off with other people. We tried trying to be nice and trying to be subtle and trying to be careful and be considerate, and it's not fucking getting sunk in. So eventually, people are going to, I'm going to lose my rag.
We haven't got long now. We've got more of this ground, and then we've got a big test in the dunes, and it's just, I don't know, it's hard to see how they're going to pull themselves together.
about a plan. It's about saying, right, who's in charge? Who's leading? Right.
Nobody is leading.
Well, somebody pick up the gauntlet and lead then, and take command of the group.
They don't want a leader.
The group doesn't want a leader.
At the moment, it just looks like things will get worse rather than better, and we haven't really got much time.
But there's times when we're not on the trek and I've tried to say something, there's always 3 people coming at me.
All right, Pete, okay, fine. Wicked, excellent, you're right. I'm just going to shut up,
I know,
okay?
right, yeah.
I just can't be asked anymore.
There it is, guys. There it is. Well, there's the start of it.
It's the beach.
I'm afraid not.
The Skeleton Coast. 20,000 square kilometres of one of the most inhospitable and least visited places on Earth.
You've got 25 odd kilometres of that. And that's just the first ridge you can see there. You can see now, you can see the height. At least a couple, maybe 300 feet above where we are now. They're about probably 5 k's away. Should we do it?
They make their way to the edge of the dunes where they set up camp, and Mukul can check on the progress of Georgie's stump. It's not looking good. The heat and constant rubbing have aggravated the wound, and it's gone septic.
Sorry.
All right, I think we're done.
Georgie's wound is deteriorating with every step. Her chances of reaching the coast are in serious doubt. Tomorrow, the group face their biggest challenge of the expedition: climbing gigantic sand dunes in temperatures of over 40 degrees. With the team badly demoralised, Peter, a Himba guide, gives them a blessing to help them through.
Honestly, tonight was just incredible. I was captured by the moment, to be quite honest, and a lot of good emotions came rushing in on me, and I felt truly privileged to be here. You know, really privileged to be on this journey with the people that I'm with. I almost think that, you know, I don't deserve this, because it's just such a unique experience, such an amazing thing to do. And meeting the Himba and interacting with them, although language between us is limited, there is a kind of an understanding at times, and, you know, I really have an awful lot of respect for their way of life and themselves, you know, the people. They're tremendously enriching to be around. That's what life's all about, I think, really. You know, it's meeting people that can show you something.
Day 26. It doesn't start well.
Guys, the donkeys are
Dead?
They're not dead, they're super lame, so they are out of the picture.
The donkeys are the group's lifeline, carrying supplies and injured people. Without them, the team can only carry 2 days' worth of food and water. They'll have to cover at least 15 kilometres a day.
It was really sad, you know, and I didn't want to,
Well in.
Specially designed for the harsh conditions, the wheelchairs are now converted into dune buggies.
Well, I'm hoping they will make life a bit easier for everybody. It's just a tool to get me from A to B. I'm not excited about it.
by any means.
Well, I'm quite excited about it, to be quite honest.
That's because you haven't sat in a wheelchair for 14 years.
Now 34, Kate broke her back in a motorway collision when she was only 19.
I broke several bones, including my spine at T8, my left femur, left patella, right ulnar and radius. I was very, very lucky. Really, I should have been killed, I think. I do not want to be a burden. I really don't. I don't want to be physically too weak to do this. The bigger worry, though, is whether mentally and emotionally I'm strong enough to do it.
I'm going to put those on the other chair.
Okay.
Can you bring them over?
Yep.
Tim pulls the vacant wheelchair, which is now doubling as a donkey. As they leave, the notorious Skeleton Coast mists sweep in from the Atlantic.
Well, this is it, the acid test. No expedition has ever attempted this before, crossing these dunes. One thing I'm really worried about is the mist, because we've got to keep everybody together. If you get lost in these dunes, you know, you're in deep trouble. So we've had to buddy everybody up this morning. There's a lot of obstacles in there, so it's going to be a tough undertaking.
Pete, don't stretch away from Kim, please, mate.
Okay.
The desert forces you to take tough decisions. It's easier to stay at the bottom where the ground is firmer, but there's no cooling breeze. And what seemed like a shortcut suddenly becomes a dead end. The dunes of the Skeleton Coast are the largest in the world. Some reach as high as 700 feet. Once you enter, it's all too easy to get lost. They soon reach their first dune, a mere 200 feet high.
I want to cry.
Fucking handrail's right at the bottom. It's not that one, Pete.
We need two ropes,
just over there. No, we don't need 2 ropes, Pete.
To get everyone to the top, the team must use climbing ropes, attached to an anchor man at the top. Cholton is first to climb,
Go on, Cholton.
followed by Mark.
Cross slightly right. The black stuff.
Come on, up we get.
Mark!
Keep pulling!
Mark! Tell Mark!
Mark is profoundly deaf. He can't hear the team shouting.
What's going on? Why is everyone waving at me?
They're saying well done.
All right.
We need more rope. Can't hear them. More rope!
I can't see them. I've got no glasses on. They're waving at me again.
Why don't you put your glasses on?
Because of a mist first, but I put them away.
He knows what we've got to do. He's not stupid. He's deaf. Not stupid. It's like, I can't do this because I haven't got my glasses on. Well, put your fucking glasses on then. Why the fuck isn't Mark taking the initiative and helping Cholton to call this fucking rope? So we're not spending fucking hours sat... Hold it!
Pete is next. As he gets to the top, he has a panic attack.
Breathing problems.
All right, you're okay.
So I'm only panicking at all.
Okay, you're all right, you're all right. Deep breaths.
53, Pete's a mental health worker. He has Tourette's and an obsessive-compulsive disorder. His OCD means he has an overwhelming desire to touch and order things. When he walks, he has to walk in a certain way. After 3 steps, he has to turn round and touch the ground. If he doesn't, he feels his world will collapse. The huge open spaces leave him feeling exposed and vulnerable. He can find no comfort points, and it makes him panic.
Okay, you're okay. You're okay.
I know, I'm panicking.
I know. So just chill things down. You'll be just fine.
Fine now. No, I'm fine now.
Kate is next.
Oh, shit.
Ready? Yeah, let's go.
We've got 4 of us now, let's go.
1.
Just tell us the progress.
Okay, 1.
Nice one. 2. How are we looking, Shelton?
Good.
Call the shelter.
Her life is now in the hands of Pete, Cholton and Mark.
Good.
Call the shelter.
1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And one more.
Well done. That was scary. But, you know, these guys are very, very good. So I have a lot of faith in them, I really do.
It's taken over an hour to get just 4 of the 8 up the first dune. Tim is becoming frustrated.
Let's fucking pull somebody off the pissing top.
Pete! Yeah?
Give us some more rope, man!
Okay! Coming down, hang on! I'm tied to it!
Fucking hell!
You're holding on tight. I'm coming up.
This is taking too long. Just pull it. They'll get the message if you just pull it.
Oh! Don't pull it too hard, it's in between my legs.
Tim's management is superb. You're right.
Fucking hell, man. This is like fucking just a joke.
Next, Kim, who was born with cerebral palsy.
He's been all right today, all things considered. Actually, he's got a tough job. He's kind of in charge of kit. I think he feels a bit under pressure today. He is a bit disagreeable also, but you know, it's not been an easy day for him today.
Okay, pull. Keep pulling.
It's coming.
And again, pull. And again, pull. And again, pull. And again, pull. And again, pull.
It's taken an hour and a half to climb their first dune. There are many more to go. It's midday. The mist has cleared. The temperature's 42 degrees. The sand so hot it burns the skin. When it's this hot, it slips easily away underfoot and makes walking even harder.
Okay, how far do you think we've come?
How far do you think you've come?
1.3.
Pretty good estimate. How long's that taken you? What time did you leave the start point?
Hour and a half we've had.
It's actually 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours to do 1.2 Ks. We're going to hit this ridge, okay? Follow it. Nice one. How are we looking, Shell?
Good. Okay, how are these guys doing up there?
Well done, Pete. Well done.
Any idea why we're heading east?
We're not heading east.
God.
Southeast.
Yeah, why?
Pardon?
Why? Coast is west.
Yeah, but we've got to get round these, right? We want to get it to that spot height up there so we can see. We can't see.
We're going back on ourselves, Ken. We're not that stupid.
Going round. If we're going round anything, we shouldn't be going up any sand dunes if we have to go around it.
Ken.
We dropped off this ridge here because it looked better, whereas actually it would have been more logical to stay on it. Because it was all downhill, all the way down to here.
More logical to go straight across there and up a short dune.
Yeah, but there's a nice ridge.
Heading up this steep one in an easterly direction.
There's a nice ridge that goes up to the top point.
Walking along the ridge is harder than walking on that hard pack down there.
Yeah, but we can see better up here. We can't see so well down there.
I hate
going in the right direction, Ken.
Huh?
At least we'll be going in the right direction.
Yeah, this is wrong. I don't want to be going up hills
in the wrong fucking direction.
Going the wrong direction.
So the ridge bends back. The ridge bends back round again.
Go. If you want it to take 5 days, this is the way to go about it. I'm sorry, Ken. I don't mean to have a go, but it's just I've checked the compass myself.
Yeah, I know. It does bend around. We've been going north at one stage.
Yeah, but I know. Why?
Huh?
Why?
If we go right straight across, we're going to be miles away.
Okay, now that's an answer I can digest. But you know. Okay, right, hold it here for the others.
This is bollocks. I hate to say, I hate going up hills in the wrong direction. We're going parallel to this flat bit. I don't mind doing the hard bits, but at the same time we need to have rest. And look at this flat. Look where we've come. We could have gone all along there, taking half the time.
Right, come on, Pete.
Taking us a circuitous route.
It's not a circuitous route.
It is, man.
Well, do you want to stay in the valley? Look, listen. Do you want to stay in the valley the whole time? I can do that for 5 days if you want. You see fuck all. You get no cool breeze, you see nothing. You just stay in these, you go backwards and forwards.
I don't care about the view at this precise moment in time.
Other people might, okay? That's the whole reason of coming here, isn't it?
The whole team.
You want to see the grandeur of this place, and that's the grandeur of it. You don't get it in there. Same as any mountain.
You get it at the top of a sand dune.
Up here, you get the breeze, you get the view.
Yeah, it's really worth it. Oh, look, it's a sand dune.
Ken?
Yeah?
You know this hard sand here? Why couldn't we have gone on that instead of coming up this dune?
Because we want to go through here.
But couldn't we have just stayed on the hard bit and gone through?
But what you've got here, for you,
yeah.
If you want to go uphill the whole way...
Well, no.
Look, all that took was 15 minutes.
Right, okay.
Well, that would have taken us 5 minutes to go along that way.
No, incorrect, because you're going uphill the whole time.
No, there's a hard bit going all the way around there. There's a hard, everyone can see it on the right-hand side.
One of the principles, let me finish, one of the principles of coming up high is that you can see. You can see, you cannot see down there. You can't see. Nobody's walked this way, okay? Nobody at all. So once you're down in that wadi, you can't see where you're going. You can see what you think is the way out, but it's not. So for 15 minutes gain, okay, I know it's hard, of course it is. No one's denying that, and no one's trying to bug you around. But if you're down there, let me finish, if you're down there, you cannot see up here. Now, look, you've got a very clear view of it now, which you did not have down there.
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe we could have gone to the hard bit and someone could have recce'd up and come up there and seen it. Instead of us carrying up this whole buggy system, her on crutches, Sophie with the lecky sticks. It's ridiculous. But let's just move on, yeah? Let's just move on. Because we'll just go around in circles. Come on, guys, let's go. All right, lead the way, Ken.
Finally, Tim rebels.
I think I've pushed myself incredibly hard. Harder than I have physically, harder than I have for years. I'm willing to go all the way, but I'm not willing to do it for a pointless, on a pointless, seemingly pointless exercise.
He ignores Ken's advice and heads down into the valley. The rest soon follow.
One of the principles of travelling in terrain like this is you gain a bit of height so you can see. Because if you don't get up and you can't see, then you're going to go into blind alleys. Now this is a typical one behind me here, because this is a very soft sand at the snout of this wadi, and a steep bit on the right here. Now if we stuck to our guns, and we would have gone along this ridge here to my left, which gently undulates to where we want to go. 5 minutes pain, a lot of gain. This way, dropping into the wadi, it's hotter, there's no wind. Yeah, principle is you've got to take a bit of pain and get up there. Obviously that didn't dovetail with the needs of the group, but never mind. Broad shoulders.
I'd rather trust a person that has was a major in the SAS, has led 16 expeditions, has been across deserts like this lots of times, rather than people who very rarely get out of their armchair or working officers. Eventually they're going to ask me, and I'm going to have to say, well, I disagree with you. So I just let others do the arguing. I'm not a coward. It's not because I'm not strong. I just can't be bothered with all the arguing and stress it causes. It's hard enough as it is. Okay?
As the desert light fades and the temperature drops, the team know they've only made 10 of their 15 kilometers. They seem unlikely to reach the coast by tomorrow evening.
I did my usual and kind of had a bit of an explosion. And it doesn't make me feel good. I feel terribly guilty afterwards, and I find it extremely damaging personally.
Tim is nice. Yeah, he's a nice bloke. He does have problems with his temper. I'm sorry, Tim, but you do.
A bit like Lord of the Flies, I guess, where it's when one quickly reverts to some natural and perhaps rather unpleasant state.
We need Ken. Even for this last stretch, we need Ken to come and walk with us. We need it.
Day 27. As they prepare to leave, Ken gathers them together. He has an announcement.
All right, team. Well done yesterday. It's a good effort. Some pretty difficult terrain there you got over, and well done on that. I've been behind you, alongside you, watching you, trying to help you in every way I can. But I'm going to step right back now, out of the picture, and really leave it up to you as a team to get yourselves across this last piece of pretty difficult terrain.
After nearly 4 weeks of endless arguments, Ken thinks this is the only way they can finally come together as a team. They're on their own. They have food and water for just one more day. There are still 20 kilometers of uncharted, baking sand dunes to cross before they reach their destination, the Atlantic Ocean. Tim takes the lead with Ken's GPS. "34-year-old Tim lost his arm in a motorbike accident 12 years ago.
Most people's biggest disabling factor is themselves. Up here. I get frustrated with people who use the word can't all the time. There's always a way. Basically, I don't want to fail. I've set myself a goal of being one of the linchpins within the team. And I do have a fear that I will mess it up somehow. So if you want to head for that sort of lower section just by the gravel, and then...
This might be a bit of a nightmare. So let Tim loose with the GPS and carte blanche to take him wherever the hell he likes.
Down to the end of the grey and then over that little bit of dune. I think.
Can we go through there like that and then down, I wonder? Let's see what the...
Let me just have a quick look again.
He doesn't know what he's doing in the desert. You know, he's he's very enthusiastic, got a lot of energy. He's also quite a short-term thinker and impatient.
It's okay, I'm scouting ahead so I can maybe see before you can what's ahead.
I quite like
Pete and Kim, you want me to shut up while you talk? Just tell me to shut up while you talk. Yeah, otherwise, you know, shut up.
It's sad but true. I'm a bit of a control freak, but as hopefully is being shown this morning, I'm not taking complete control. I'm advising and then asking what everybody wants to do.
From a distance, Ken keeps a watchful eye.
My leg's fucking hurting me. I'm not in the mood to take unnecessary hills.
You know, you can see from here one of the fundamental problems is that Tim is a self-imposed leader on the group. They have never sat down and said, let's choose a leader, let's have a leader, or let's change leadership every day to give everybody a chance. They must have stopped at least 6 times in the last 500 metres just to, I don't know, re-establish what they're going to do.
Tim spots a short cut along a ridge.
It may work out to our advantage. Go straight up there.
Okay.
That's fantastic, you guys. Well done.
But once they get there, they're faced with a dead end. Their hopes of reaching the coast by the end of the day begin to fade.
Tim! Shout and you shout, you got a big gob.
Tim! How's it look, Tim?
Shit!
Jesus Christ, Tim.
With no other option, the exhausted team starts to climb.
Bloody leg's coming off.
It's all right, someone will catch it. Fuck. It's all right, forget it. Someone will bring it.
Pete's getting it for you.
Pete will get it.
There you go, hon. Yeah, can you take those? No, it's gone forever. Never call me mother, whatever it is.
That's easier, isn't it? Done that in the first place.
Should I?
Nearly there. Nearly there.
Oh.
2 more.
Piece of piss.
Piece of piss. Fucking who needs 2 legs?
Who needs 2 legs?
That's it.
Do it. Woo!
But Georgie's wound has opened up.
Bleeding.
I am, but it's coming on and off as well. Well, I just don't know whether to take it off and just try and hop through.
Well,
It's pushing all the crap into my...
Not wanting to be a burden on an already exhausted team, Kate gets out of her wheelchair and tries to crawl up the dune.
It's amazing. Brilliant.
The whole team try to motivate Kate as she climbs. But due to his Tourette's, Pete lets the side down with an inappropriate comment.
If Kate gets a move on, we'll be sorted. We always have to wait for her.
You don't have to wait for me, Pete. I've just said that.
You're doing really well.
Fuck off.
No, you are.
Just
you
fuck
are.
off.
I'm joking with you, Kate.
Just fuck off, Pete.
All right, then.
Pete is the most insensitive, childish, thoughtless man in the world. He's unbelievable. Talk about lack of encouragement, you know, your best isn't good enough, is basically what he was saying. Fuck him.
Tim is also suffering from phantom pain. When he crashed his motorbike, all the nerves in his shoulder were ripped out, leaving him with a constant nagging pain, even though his arm is no longer there.
Seems that every time I stop working and concentrating on what we're doing, I get a terrific pain spike that just takes my breath away. But it'll all be all right soon. It's okay. Are we ready then?
Okay. All right, guys, you ready to go?
You okay? Yeah, I'm just strange. I've got a breathing problem again.
Pete's having another panic attack. Tim doesn't realise. He thinks Pete's skiving.
Whenever there's work to be doing, you're wandering off.
No, well, I'm gonna explain my.
That's the point.
No, you're not gonna come over here, give me a bollocking.
You're wandering off.
No, don't come over here, give me a bollocking.
I'm giving you a bollocking. I was asking you nicely if you could possibly concentrate on getting people up the hill instead of wandering off to talk to Muckle.
I didn't wander off to talk to Muckle.
Yes, you did. You were just sat over there.
I didn't wander off to talk to Muckle.
Look, you're just lying your ass off all the time. Forget about it, man.
Ask Muckle.
The point is, you were wandering off when there was work to be done.
I didn't wander off to talk to Muckle. Don't walk away and then start talking to me. Come over here and talk to me.
Tim refuses to listen. He thinks Pete's lying.
Listen, Pete, when I try and talk to you, you just lie. All right? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't really want to have a row, you know, but we also want to get the job done. And that means everybody doing what they're supposed to be doing.
They're bickering again, mostly directed at Pete. It's a shame this run through the whole expedition. If things are like this with a group of people with disabilities, I wonder what it's like for Pete in the big wide world.
Pete has had Tourette's since he was 3.
When I was a kid, it did get me down, and I did have some serious lows, and I did hit rock bottom. I was, people laughed at me in the streets. I was attacked. I was spat at. I mean, I was verbally abused just about everybody.
No one knows what causes Tourette's, a genetic neurological condition characterised by bodily tics.
Mothers pull their children away from me as I'm walking down the road. Old ladies look at me horrified and cross the road to get out of my way and then look over the shoulder at me. My biggest worry on the trek will be the other team members' acceptance of my condition.
Well, I'm sorry, it's all just a little bit too convenient, you know. ADHD, mate, OCD, mate, whatever, anxiety, mate. You know, whenever you say something he doesn't like, he just brings his impairment up all the time.
And watching them over the last few weeks, the group seemed to have shown very, very little sympathy for Pete's psychological issues and limitations compared to the physical challenges that many of the others have. Mark, for example, has been accommodated far more, or the amputees for their rubs and injuries than Pete's at times eccentric behaviour has.
Okay, he doesn't like confrontation. Well, he needs to be a little bit less of a sneak and a lazy bastard.
There's times I've felt like standing in and fighting Pete's corner. I'm sure there's been a load of times during this trip that Pete wished he was missing a bit. An arm, a leg, perhaps his eyes, rather than the disability he's got. I think if there's ever a disability, he suffers from one.
You know, maybe it is an excuse. I'm not saying it is. I haven't seen his diagnosis or anything else, so I couldn't possibly say. But it's just got to the point when all of us are tired and all of us are working damn hard. He always seems to pick the easiest job or no job at all.
Yes, exactly. I don't like one person being picked on in a whole group because it's a form of bullying. And it's not fair on Pete at all.
If he had a wound, I could patch him up, but I can't change the way the world deals with him. And I feel sorry. I feel sorry that he faces this.
With Pete at rock bottom, it's up to Mark to try and cheer him up.
You alright? Do you want to punch me? Will that help you de-stress? Kick me in the bollocks. Smack me on the arse. Punch me in the nose. Pick my nose. Scratch my ear. Clean my ears. Yeah, sure, go for it. There you go. Oh, thank you very much. Tell me, buddy. Last day. Last day. Remember, it's empathy and spirit.
Can't believe they call me selfish.
Just make this about you. Me and you.
I know.
Yeah?
Okay, buddy, let's go.
With the wound giving her pain at every step and her crutches sinking into the soft sand, Georgie can't continue.
I'm running out of limbs at the moment, that's for sure. I've got something going my right side there. That one's buggered, and this one's buggered. I've got my left arm left.
Pete and Mark come to her aid.
Push. Come on.
As evening approaches, they put aside their differences and finally begin to work as a team.
People are working well with the ropes and helping. It seems to be going according to plan. This has got to be one of the hardest obstacles on this earth, without a shadow of a doubt.
I'm feeling quite upbeat at the moment because I enjoy the sand dunes. It's good fun and it's good to support everyone and everyone to support each other. And it sticks us together as a team. Whereas where we're walking constantly, we all split up. But this bit's good fun, I enjoy it.
Quite enjoyed that part from the last bit. I wobbled, you see. Oh, it was wobbling and I tried to straighten it too fast and it flipped.
Come on, Pete!
Boss!
Hardcore.
Extreme.
Fucking extreme.
Sand rash between butt cheeks.
Should we do that one again? Only this time with feeling.
They've been walking for over 9 hours. The Atlantic Ocean remains elusive. With no water left, they're in serious trouble.
Oh, we can see it.
Can you see the sea?
I can see the sea, yeah.
How's it look?
Near, very near. Look at us.
I can't believe I've done it.
Oh, wow.
They've endured 1,500 kilometres of torrential rain, heat, raging rapids, wild animals and unrelenting pain. But now the team have finally reached the end of their extraordinary journey.
When I get back, I'm going to take all the good things and all the positive things from this expedition and I'm going to grow. I'm going to be bigger and I'm going to be louder and the world's going to be a less daunting place. So the world's going to have to get tougher if it wants to beat me now.
That's pretty good, isn't it? Oh.
No more dunes. In the last kind of 10 or 15 minutes, it felt really good. I was so relieved. Although kind of the half an hour previous to that, I was getting flashbacks that first week in Zambia on that terrible long road. So once I got over that, it was a nice feeling. It's horrible to feel disabled amongst a whole group of disabled people, and that's something that that really struck me more than I thought it might. I thought I was very okay with being disabled, but I hated being like the third most special in a group of specials.
Don't!
Yeehaw! Where are the horses?
No, don't!
I think the whole experience has been positive. It's been very hard. I kind of knew I was disabled, and it wasn't ever a description that I applied to myself, though I knew it underneath. I think I'm now much more comfortable describing myself as disabled and as an amputee, but seeing it as a part of me and not something that's perhaps slightly embarrassing that I have to gloss over. And now it's just much more easy for me to talk about it and accept that it's a part of me without it being in any way undermining any other parts of my character, my personality.
For me personally, the successes of the trip have been learning that I've got to be more tolerant and more patient. For the team as a whole, I think the successes were the final coming together over the dunes and really making a team through that. The last steps down to the sea were kind of bittersweet, really. On the one hand, it was, relief that it was over and that we'd done it and that we'd actually made it without any serious injuries. But on the other hand, sad that that's it now, over, finished.
Well guys, jungle, river, dune, desert, you conquered them all of them. Well done, very proud of you. You should be really proud of yourselves.
Yeah, man.
Enjoy the moment, yeah? Enjoy the moment.
Go team, go, man! It's been done extreme ripples, man. Okay. Some kill people. It's okay, we did it.
One of the things I wanted to know when I came on this trip was whether or not I could still hack it. because before I had my accident I was a very physical person, and I wanted to know whether or not I could still walk the walk, you know, and I don't think I've been found wanting on that level.
What's made me most proud is walking those distances. I never in my life thought I would ever walk distances like that, and it just shows that if you put your mind to it, you can do it. So yeah, definitely feel proud.
It's just such a relief to get to Skeleton Coast, and couldn't wait to get in that water. And no more walking the next day. But also, it was quite sad because the trek was finally over, and I still feel as if I had a few more kilometres left in me. And I'll take home the fact that I did it, and I think I did it with a lot of dignity, and also the butterflies, and the lovely, lovely African people who were just fantastic to us.
You know, I'm a Sky Plus DVD PlayStation guy, and I love my electronics. I had no electronics out here, showers non-existent, and you know, I've learned how to not wash. And you know, it's funny that it's you know, it's something that I thought I couldn't handle, but you know, I've realised that human beings, when they put in a situation, can deal with a lot. Because this is probably one of the biggest things that's happened to me, and the biggest journeys I've taken, which will last throughout, you know, till I die.